At what he does than Raúl Jiménez. A towering presence, but he has that technique and vision to pick out a pass, especially in the final third. That's a new aspect to his game, which is showing growing maturity.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Well, we're underway.
Alvarez. Sanchez. Sanchez. Decent chance!
He's got away. He is just caressing the ball.
Pavlovic, aim forwards.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
Jovic. Cattell. Pavlovic.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted.
Alvarez. Pavlovic.
Moved on forwards. Too much on that, it's gone out.
Alvarez. Knocks it out wide.
Aimed in towards the centre. He's cut it out. And it's played forward.
Cattell.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Gacinovic.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alvarez. Sanchez. Alvarez.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Sanchez.
Oh, it's come loose.
Aim forwards.
Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards.
Raúl Jiménez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And they can counter here. And here's Raúl. Raúl! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Ball's gone out of play.
Sanchez.
Hit into the middle.
Pavlovic clears it away.
Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. And here's Raul. Played out to the right. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Sanchez. Cattell.
Mitrovic. Great ball if he can get there. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Sanchez. Alvarez.
Pinged towards the front line. Sanchez does really well to win the ball there.
Sanchez.
Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Cleared away. And it's played forward.
Jovic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cattell. Alvarez.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cattell.
Moved on forwards.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Cattell. Pavlovic. Gacinovic.
Over to the left.
And it's Kostic. Played towards the other side.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Now it's Jimenez. Cattell.
Goodell forwards and with intent. Out to the left it goes.
Alvarez.
Attempts a clearance. What a throw in. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And Mitrovic! Well, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And he goes cross-field. That's the throw.
Gacinovic.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Oh, well measured. Just the goal, and the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That's really well cleared.
Alex Alvarez.
Wins the duel this time. Looking to break at pace. He came in hard, very hard. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Great defending, strong and determined. Sanchez. Lovely bit of skill. Goodell gets over and intercepts. Goodell. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cuts out the pass. Goodell. Kostic, gently done. And that is as far as they're going to go. Probing pass. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's found a way through. And here's Mitrovic. Mitrovic played with finesse. Sanchez. Alvarez. Sanchez chooses to go cross-field. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Goodell. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mitrovic. Gacinovic. And that's been won straight back. Played into space out wide. He has found a way through. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pavlovic. Aim forwards. Kostic looks to get on the end of this.
Alvarez. And it's played forward. Sanchez. Succumbs to the pressure. And back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Mitrovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mitrovic. Cattell. Now it's Gacinovic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kostic, forwards and with intent. Defending of the desperate variety. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's a dangerous ball. Gacinovic. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Throw in. And it's Kostic. Kostic going full steam ahead down the left flank. Cross from Kostic. Back in once more. That has been knocked clear. Cattell. Proves too strong. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Alvarez. And here's Raul. Alvarez played out towards the right wing. That's a fabulous ball. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Oh, Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And here's Cattell, and he's managed to get free. Kostic. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's straight offside. Pavlovic. Cattell. Moved on forwards. Ooh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ochoa, sent. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pavlovic. Cattell. Kostic. Strong running down that left flank. Kostic with the cross. And that was very necessary. And it's Kostic. In once more. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a throw-in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kostic played back in. Kostic has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ochoa somehow saves it! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And the counter is on. Guidel. Jovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to get it clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. Kostic, and that's aimed into the middle. Alvarez. And it's Alvarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. And he's there to clear it. And he cuts out the supply. Cattell. Well read, nice interception. Can he finish? No, he's missed it.
Mexico, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Jovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Kostic, aim forwards. Alvarez. Back into the middle. And here's Raul. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Serbia can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Moved on forwards, is onto it in a flash. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. Now it's Jovic. Jovic played out to the left flank. That looks a good cross. Alvarez. Looks to the other side. Ball's played through. Played in with purpose. Sanchez. Alvarez. Moved on forwards. Now who's going to be first to this? Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pavlovic. Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Alvarez. Sanchez. Great run on the overlap here. Now what about this cross? There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Mitrovic. Does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Clearly not happy with that. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pavlovic. Cattell. Played down the flank. And it's Kostic. Cross from Kostic. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Mitrovic really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Alvarez, gently done. Into the channel. Keeps on running. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Gacinovic. Pavlovic, forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. Kostic makes the interception. Cadell. Kostic. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Alvarez. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that has been cleared. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Mexico worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that, a bit more variation from here.
Mexico, so both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Kostic. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Alvarez. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Jimenez, oh, good spread. Sanchez. Kostic wins the duel this time. Pavlovic. Gacinovic. Cadell. Can he stop it going out? Played into the middle.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And they've got a throw. Kostic. Goes for the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Decent progress down the left. Nice control. Played towards the other side. A heavy challenge. Now it's Jimenez. Milinkovic-Savic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Clipped into space. Alvarez. Alvarez shifted upfield. Looks to the other side. Alvarez. Very nicely done. Sanchez puts them all in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gets it away. Oh, what roll! That has been knocked clear. Out for a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Gacinovic. Cattell. Aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pavlovic. Pavlovic. And the keeper's got it again. Cattell. Aim forwards. Jovic. Jovic proves just a little bit too strong. Cattell. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sanchez. Oh, that's nice. Sanchez. Played out wide. Gacinovic. Kostic. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Alvarez have it back and can go again. Played out to the right. Sanchez, now here's the delivery.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And it's played forward. Kostic. That's really well manoeuvred.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Raul.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milinkovic-Savic. Jovic. Now it's Mitrovic. Kostic. Kostic on a charge down the left. That's very neat. Milinkovic-Savic. Out to the right. It's run loose here. Jovic. That's the keeper's ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Raul. Crunching tackle. Jimenez is fouled. And he is going into that little black book. And he's there to clear it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that has been cleared. And here's Mitrovic. Out to the left it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Serbia have reclaimed it. Oh, good spread. And that was nowhere near his best. Milinkovic-Savic. Pavlovic. He's gone direct here. Oh, some tackle that. Gacinovic. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Out towards the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. Gets good distance on it. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Milinkovic-Savic. Kostic, and it's played forward. Alvarez, forwards and with intent. Now that's well seen too, and it's gone back to the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Sanchez. Alvarez, Sanchez. Oh, it's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Kostic. Kostic shifted upfield. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Raul. Alvarez. Sanchez. Sanchez tries making a foray down the right. That's a throw. Oh, what a pass! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And that's out of reach. Pavlovic, aim forwards. Gacinovic. And that's a throw-in. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Ball's out once more. Gacinovic. And he goes cross-field. Crossing. And that has been cleared.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Milinkovic-Savic. Played out wide. Cross goes in there. Danger averted for now. Milinkovic-Savic. And here's Raul. Jimenez spread out to the left. And here's Raul. Jovic. That's a little off target. Pavlovic, aim forwards. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Mitrovic. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's played into the middle. Tries to get it clear.
Mexico really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
They'll have one final crack at it. Can he get onto this? Now it's Kostic. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Mitrovic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Alvarez. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Raul. Over to the left. Now here's the delivery. Clears it. Shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, such a clever touch. He's got space. Roll! It's anyone's ball now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Jimenez.
Mexico clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Jovic. Great chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Gacinovic. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alvarez chooses to go cross-field. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Jovic. And it's Raul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pavlovic.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And it's played forward. It'll be a throw-in. Sanchez. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a good run down the left. Played into the middle. Ball is over the line. Lovely feet. Now it's Jimenez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that has been cleared.
And claimed it back swiftly. Alvarez. And here's Raul.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone for the shots.
And here's Raul.
Takes a shot!
He's in a great position here. Now it's Gacinovic.
It is a corner, good chance.
Kostic plays it short. And here's Mitrovic. And Mitrovic!
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mitrovic. Kostic.
Skims one in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries a measured ball. That is a great pick out.
Goes for a shot! That's another chance!
It's a loose ball.
Mexico have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
Showing good feet. Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Milinkovic-Savic. Pavlovic shifted upfield. And here's Raul. Jimenez played out to the left flank. Raul. Shot a goal!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cuts out the pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Sanchez. Sanchez. And that is out of play. Wins the duel this time.
Hit into the middle. That's really well manoeuvred.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Milinkovic-Savic. Aim forwards.
No, that's overhit.
Sanchez. Alvarez. Sanchez. Alvarez. Sanchez. Alvarez.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout.